Here are a few of those commonly made mistakes. They think they have something to sell. So the best way that I can put it for an example for someone who's not familiar with the business model that we use is that it's more akin to a franchise. So if you think about it, if you're buying a Tim Hortons and all you know is that you think it's a good investment, but you don't know jack about running a Tim Hortons, think about what you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting the building, you're going to be getting procedures from the district manager, general managers, you're going to be getting employees, you're going to be trained how to run this business. So what we do is we being myself and thousands of people all over the world, we train you how to run your own online business. So you don't have to have any previous experience, you don't have to have technical skills. We've got a 50+ community as well with several people who don't even know how to run Facebook totally fine, and they're running their businesses successfully all over the world. So we give you the training, the infrastructure, the mentorship, and 3 streams of income all in this package. So we're not selling products, we're selling the opportunity to be an online business owner, to work for yourself, to live that laptop lifestyle. It's not about, hey, I'm trying to sell these sneakers and you get X amount of commission on everything I sell on Amazon. It's not something like that. It's more, if you want to work online and don't know how, here's a system where you can do just that. I have nothing interesting about me / not being themselves. So it's important to share who you are and what you're doing in your life, even if you think it's something really boring. Everybody is different. There's only one you. You're already magical, and I guarantee you there's somebody out there who's living a completely different lifestyle, who's probably just, whoop, sorry buddy, who would probably love to just be at home with their cats and raising a family, or vice versa. You know, you could really want to travel and see that, and the person traveling could think, damn, I hate this. I have bags under my eyes, the recycled air in the planes are just killing me. So you never know. Just be who you are, and it'll resonate with somebody somewhere, I guarantee you. Even if they don't like, comment, people are watching. So just be who you are. It's a lot easier and a lot more fun that way. This is a big one. So people do not use video nearly enough. And I can totally understand that. It's uncomfortable being in front of the camera, we all know that. But think about it this way, if you're a business owner and you're in the online space, people are twice as likely to click on a link that's in a video rather than just a photo, and you're way more likely to get shares on your video rather than just a photo. So there's a lot of benefits out there, even in just those 2 facts, to get your booty in front of the camera, because that's where your personality really comes out, and we want to build trust and rapport with our audience. So how are they going to do that with just a still as opposed to a video? It's much more powerful, we all know that, but it can be a challenge to get in front of it sometimes, and I super appreciate that, but you've got to push through. Think about the shares, guys. So this problem is twofold. A lot of people, when they first start being business owners with our system, do 2 things. They skip the training that we have, and they skip the weekly meetings, or the masterminds that we have. These are big issues, so I'll tackle them one by one. It's no secret that we all learn from our mistakes, right? But some people, they skip the training that we have in place, and it bites them big time. It's really avoidable. The reason our training, it's extensive, but the way that it is so that you can learn from the mistakes of previous people and be 10 steps ahead of the game. So you're doing it the right way and not getting your profiles flagged or disabled, for example. You can skip all of that and just get the knowledge that thousands of business owners have learned from right from the beginning. It's a really powerful tool, and all you need to do is just plug in and follow these steps and you'll succeed. That's it. Effort and just stay plugged in. So it's really important not to skip steps, and unfortunately some people do, and their accounts get disabled when they're advertising. So it's a big no-no, and you can easily avoid it by just following the training that we have. We spend a lot of time on it and it's really great. So all that training. And another problem that's pretty similar is that people like to skip the masterminds that we have, the weekly meetings that we have. They're really incredible. It sounds really corny and cheesy, but it's people who come on and share their milestones and how they got there. We're always celebrating people who are achieving their business goals. And not only that, every single week we come on with content that's going to help you grow in your business. So whether it's a business check-in, how you can make your ads better, how to scale your business, how you can be a better mentor, a better coach, what kind of questions to be asking. There's all kinds of topics. They're so incredible and there's so much value in them, and when people miss them, it's really sucky. Alrighty, we got 2 more common mistakes that I see. So we have a book club, and it sounds so dorky, but I love it. The reason why I love it is because I'm not a big book reader, to be honest. I do like reading, but I just find it really challenging, even when I'm searching online, to find a good book to read. A lot of the time they're disappointing. This book club is incredible. I would have never read a marketing book in my life, even if I was doing this business on my own. It's just too daunting. But we've had people who have read these books and go, we need to have this for business owners. And it takes the work out of it for me, so I know I'm just reading good when I'm reading these books. And that's awesome. They've been very enriching. You made it to the last common mistake. So the last mistake that people make is that they don't branch off into different social media platforms. We have got all kinds of them now. When this business first started, there was only Facebook that we used, but now we've got Facebook, Google, Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, and if you're in Canada, you can do some Kijiji ads, and we're always adding more and more to it. Like I said, there's 3 streams of income, and you can use all of these platforms at the same time. If you get restricted, who cares? Because you've got 5 other platforms that you can use. So warm those suckers up if you can, while you can, so that, knock on wood, if you get in trouble, you can just go ahead and not skip a beat on your business. I can't say online business on Facebook. That's a flagged word. And my ad will get cut if I say that word or have it in text. So it's very restrictive, and it makes it challenging to get a clear message across. There's so many other platforms. Please use other platforms in tandem with Facebook. So you don't have to get your butt off of it, but please branch out, because there's a lot of other stuff out there. I've had really great success with Pinterest, for example. There's so much out there. Get your butt on them. Next up, I want to talk about what I failed at and something that hopefully gives some value to you guys. So when I first started this business a 1.5 years ago, I had a winning ad. I had a fantastic ad that was just piling in the leads. It was awesome. I was so happy with it because I had a modest budget, and it was just raking in leads. The thing that sucked was that we got notified that Facebook was changing their community guidelines policies. And I read them, and I had multiple buzzwords in my ad, but it was bringing in so many leads for me, and I knew that this was a winning ad that I did not take it down. I thought, you know what, if this is a buzzword thing, I'll just keep running my ad, take in as many leads as I can, and then when it gets restricted, I'll just make a new ad. Guess what happened? Yes, I got restricted and taken down. I appealed it about 8 times with nothing. Facebook just kind of outright ignored me after a while, so that sucked. But guess what else happened? My accounts got disabled and restricted from advertising on Facebook, and my personal account. You are dead in the water if it gets restricted, and that's exactly what happened to me. I couldn't get back on Facebook for probably 4 months, and at the time, that was 4 months of no advertising for me. So something that you really want to make sure you're doing to avoid this is read up on those community guidelines. If there are new policies that you should be aware of, get your butt in gear, because not only are you risking your ad, you're risking your profile. So get on it and make those changes. That being said, if there's any additional information that you can learn, Facebook has Facebook Blueprints, for example. Pinterest has its own little educational site that you can use to learn more about advertising. Do those, because not only do you get more information, it can be kind of tedious sometimes, like a guidance counselor presentation. They can be dry, but that gives you a lot of credibility towards the platform, because the platform is going to correlate that this account has done this training, and it'll give you more points and good graces with the tech gods, so do those. Next up, like I said, if there are community guidelines that have changed, don't delete your ad. Take the ad, make a copy of it, and then just change what you need to change. If you delete your ad and then start all over, whether you delete it and re-upload it, you're slashing the algorithm and all the progress that you've made on that ad. So just copy it, make the tweaks, repost it, and then delete your old and original one so that you still kind of have that momentum. And lastly, something that I thought was really helpful is that winning ad that I had actually wasn't speaking in it. I was just acting things out and I did a voiceover. That, in hindsight, was so valuable because I don't have to reshoot anything. I just have to change the language in my voiceover. So all that footage I have is still usable, which is great because it was funny. And that ties me into my last thing that I learned. Humor really works. If you're trying to make an ad, try to make it funny because people are bombarded all the time with things trying to grab their attention left, right, and center. Help. Sorry, but while you're trying to watch this video, you probably had ads on this video. In-stream ads, which apparently are the most effective on YouTube, which I find hard to believe because they really annoy me and a lot of people I know, so surprised to hear that those were functional. But anywho, they're all over the place. One of the books I read in the book club was if you're trying to get someone's time, the least you can do is say thank you by trying to make them smile. So humor really does work. I have not had an ad perform as well as my original winning ad. They just aren't as funny as the first one. I tried to be more emotional, tried more storytelling, but humor is what got me big results. Try to infuse your ads and content with humor. It's like giving them a nod for thanks for your time. It's just, I don't know, and it's fun to watch when it's funny. So these are the common mistakes that I see people doing, and this is what I've learned from making a few mistakes along the way. I hope that this is enriching. Maybe that's too strong of a word. I hope this is helpful and that you gain something from watching this video. Every video comes out Thursdays at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time weekly, so I will see you next Thursday, and I hope you have an awesome week, and Happy New Year, guys! Oh my gosh!